Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Surah Baqarah. The root word is Baqarah. It means cow. Surah Baqarah is divided into two parts. The first part we covered in first para. Today we are going to cover the second part. Second part, 22 rakus. 22 rakus is further subdivided. Ruku 1 to 4, verses 148 to 167, purpose of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ruku 5 to 6, verses 168 to 182, signs of Allah and rule for retribution. Ruku 7 and 8, verses 183 to 195, importance of Ramadan and moon. Ruku 8 and 9, verses 196 to 210, about Hajj. Ruku 10-11, verses 211 till 221, talking about fight, alcohol, and orphan. Ruku 12-15, verses 222 to 245, the rule for finding your life partner, talaq, widow, and prayers. Ruku 16-17, verses 246 to 252, reflect on stories. Wherever you are, whenever it's the time to pray, turn towards Holy Kaaba. Your direction should be Qibla. Whenever you are praying, yes, the other people will make fun of you or might make fun of you. So do not worry about the people. Fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because He has given you the blessing like Islam. He has given you a blessing like Quran so that we will be guided. Purpose of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allah sent Prophet Muhammad so that he can recite Quran. What Quran will do? Purify us. He can teach us the knowledge. All the tafsir came from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And what tafsir do? They give us wisdom. So he is the one who teaches the wisdom. He is the one who teaches those things that we don't know before. So Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now you have a blessing. What you need to do, remember Allah. Be grateful to Allah. Do not deny Allah. If you remember Allah, the reward will be given to you. If you remember Allah, Allah will remember you. Don't say that those who became martyr in Allah's cause are dead. No, they are alive. They are having fun over there with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They are having life over there, but we cannot perceive it. Allah will test us with a fear, shortage of food and losses. But only those who has a patience can bear all that thing. Whenever you have a fear, whenever you have a shortage of food, whenever you have some loss, what do you need to say? Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Because everything came from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Signs of Allah. The two hills in Makkah are Safa and Marwa. Safa and Marwa, they are the signs of Allah. So walk between two hills during Umrah and Hajj. And other signs of Allah. Creation of heaven. How Allah created the heaven and the earth. Day and night cycle. Water cycle, how do we get the water? Sailing of the ships, because at that time that was a mode of transportation and the mode for the business. Change of winds and the clouds. After studying all those signs, the creation of the universe and the day and night cycle and water cycle and the wind cycle, the end result should be start loving Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because He has given you so much blessing. So how can you repay? Love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Don't follow shaitan. He's your enemy. He leads you to the evil and shameful act. He asks you, don't learn. Go under the table. He asks you to hit others. He asks you to bite others. He asks you to kick others. He asks you to say mean things. He asks you to push others. These are the signs that you are listening to shaitan. Focus towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. People who follow shaitan, they cannot follow Allah. They don't understand Allah because they make a habit of listening shaitan all the time. They say that, oh no, we will follow our own forefathers. Allah, we don't understand Allah. They are the disbelievers. They are deaf, dumb, blind. They have ears, but they close their ears. They have mouth, but they close their mouth. They have eyes, but they close their eyes. These are the tools that you can use to study the sign. And these are the tools then you can use to say thank you to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to start loving. But only if you listen Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But if you don't listen, you listen shaitan, you are like deaf, dumb and blind. Eat what is lawful and clean. We cannot eat dead animal because it has so many bacteria. We cannot eat the blood again. It's not good for us. It also has so many bacteria. We cannot eat pig, the flesh of swine. Why? Because he lives in a mud. If you eat it, it cannot be digested in your system. It can make you sick more. And the animal that has been slaughtered other than Allah. So eat what is halal. Eat. Halal means what? Who gives you energy. Who tastes good. These things doesn't give you energy. So don't eat. And things that Allah made the law. Yes, you can eat. You can eat an egg. You can eat the salad. You can eat bread. Anything that Allah has permitted you, you can eat it and gives you the energy. So be thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that Allah has given you so much food. But if you're in a situation that you don't have, for example, anything except pig to eat, you can eat only that amount that can be used as a survival. If one bite is necessary to survive, take just one bite. If 2 bites are necessary to survive, take 2 bites. But if you just keep on eating, that is a sin. So eat whatever. It's halal. Halal means tayyib. Tayyib means what? That gives you energy. That tastes good. And that is lawful. Who are the true people? True righteous people are the one who believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who believe in the day of the judgment, who believe in angels, who believe in holy books, and who believe in the prophets. They give the charity not to show others. They give the charity to relatives, to orphans, the needy people, travelers, beggars, and they establish prayers. And they keep their promises. Whatever they make the promise, they keep it. And they have a patience in time of conflict. These are the qualities of true people. But they do all that stuff not to impress others, but to impress Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Rule for retribution. Victim family has three options to choose. That is a retribution. For example, if somebody kill your family member and he's a free person, so as a result, one option is that a free person is supposed to be killed, or somebody kill your slave, a slave supposed to be killed, a female for the female. But if you say, oh, I forgive, just to make Allah happy, that forgiveness should be respected. That is the second option. First option is that you have a right to kill. Second option is that you have a right to forgive. And the third option is that negotiated settlement. Between two families, they settle the fixed amount. You give me that much and I'll be happy. So this process is a mercy from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The importance of Ramadan. Why Ramadan is so important? Because Quran was revealed and Quran is a guidance to the mankind. It has clear proofs that this is the straight path. Do not take excess. Do not go towards the wrong path. Only Quran can tell you that your destination should be Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Only Quran can tell you what is right and what is wrong. All you have to do is understand the difference between right and wrong. So fast in this month. But if you are sick or you are on a journey, just make up those lost days. Why? So that you can be thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so that you glorify Allah. Whenever you call Him, He is so near to you. He listens to you. But the condition is what? You should be obedient to Him. Make a habit of listening just to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and believe in Allah. That's the key to go towards the straight path. Timings of fast. Eat and drink until the white thread of dawn becomes distinct from the black. That is the Sehri time. Till Sehri, you can eat and drink, and after that, stop eating. Then you open your fast at the Maghrib time. So dawn to dusk is the time that you will fast. And the Sehri time, till the Sehri you can eat and drink. And after you open your fast, then you can eat. Phases of moon. People ask about what is the purpose of the moon and what is the purpose of its phases. It is the sign to determine the time of the month and the year and time of the Hajj. At that time, there is no calendar. What they need to do? They need to look at the moon. See how the moon is proceeding? So if the moon is over here, first day, second day, third day, till it completed. So the purpose of the moon at that time was to give the people the time and the month and the year and the day, which day is today, which month is today, which year is today, because at that time they did not have the calendar. So fight in a cause of Allah only against those who fight you, but do not exceed boundaries. Fight. Killing is so bad, but making mischief on earth is worse than killing. Why? Because if you're in a battlefield, you will kill that person. It's dead. But if you make a mischief, you don't only kill that person, you kill the whole generation, because you are setting the new norms in a society. For example, you say, oh, backbiting is okay. It's making a mischief. So you don't do just backbiting with one. You keep on doing with other. If you do it with one, she will do or he will do it with others. So that affects the generation. Making a mischief affects the generation. But do not fight against them at haram. No haram, no fighting. Unless they don't start fighting. If they start fighting, you need to protect the Kaaba. Fighting until Allah's religion is supreme. Do not sit quietly until Islam is supreme. The major pilgrimage is Hajj. Complete the Hajj. Whosoever is performing Hajj, he should not misbehave, fight, or do indecent speech. The best provision that you can take for Hajj is taqwa with other provisions. Yeah, you will take your luggage, your clothes and everything. But the best thing you can take from your home to Hajj is taqwa. After returning from Arafah, remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Remember Him as He guided you. After completing Hajj duties, remember Allah more than you remember your forefathers. The timetable for Hajj. Number 1, enter Haram. Number 2, perform Tawaf. Number 3, perform Sa'i. Number 4, departure to Mina. 5, day of Arafah. 6, night in Muzdalifah. 7, devil stoning. 8, sacrifice animal. 9, hair trim and remove ihram. 10, return to Kaaba for Tawaf and Sa'i. 11, return to devil stoning, and in the end, it's a farewell Tawaf. Quraysh used to skip Arafah and they directly approach Muzdalifah by saying that, oh, we are the Quraysh, we don't need Arafah. The Quran is saying, no, this is the timetable. Everybody should follow the timetable. You cannot skip any step from it. In the beginning, mankind was one nation with one religion, La ilaha illallah. But later people invented their own religion, Judaism, Hinduism, Buddhism, Christianity. True religion is what? La ilaha illallah. They asked Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam about few things. Number 1, what they should spend in charity. Spend whatever extra money you have. That is called surplus value. Surplus money, you should spend it on your parents and relatives and orphans and the needy people and the travelers. They asked Prophet Muhammad ﷺ second thing about fighting in holy month. Fighting is really bad. It's a great transgression. Do not fight. But greater transgression is what? Preventing people going to the straight path. Oh, you cannot go. You cannot go. Expel its people from there and to make a mischief. Because making a mischief and stopping people towards the straight path is not just the people, you affect generations and generations from it. Number 3, they ask about wine, gambling, drug, alcoholic drugs. Say it's haram because it cover and conceal intelligence. This is the brain, healthy brain, all light up. When you consume the drug or alcohol or gambling, look at the brain, it's all black. If the brain is black, there is a chance you may lose your consciousness. And they also ask about the orphans, deal justly with orphans. Rule of finding your life partner, marry believers, not the mushrik, even though they may attract you, because they invite you to the hellfire, while Allah invites you to the Jannah and forgiveness. There is a hadith. Hadith says what? For example, this is a man, he wants to find the life partner. He has 4 options. Number 1, rich woman. Number 2, high rank woman. Number 3, beautiful woman. Number 4, a Muslim, mu'mina. What should he do? He should choose mu'mina. That is best in religion and character, because that mu'mina will help in making a family and raising a kids according to Islam. Rule of divorce. Divorce is twice. For example, this is a man. He says his wife, I divorce you. So he has 4 months to take her back. And he has 2 chances. He says today, I divorce you. He has 4 months to take her back. And then after a few months, he says, I divorce you. So he has another 4 months to take her back. But after a few months, he says, I divorce you. Then he cannot take her back until she marries another man. If something happened to this man, he died, she became widow, or he divorced her, then she can go back or she can remarry the old husband. But the key to stay in marriage is to maintain rules and regulations of Allah, to maintain Allah's boundary. That is the key. And Allah's boundary is what? Fulfill your responsibilities, whatever you have it. Divorced women must wait 3 months before remarrying and must not conceal the pregnancy. Rule of widow. She is a widow. She needs to wait 4 months and 10 days before she remarries. During that period, man can propose the widow, but do not confirm the marriage until 4 months and 10 days are over, and after that they can have a marriage. Rule of prayer. You need to protect your prayers, especially the middle one, Salat al-Asr. You come to prayers, then Shaitan comes. And Shaitan starts talking to you. And Shaitan says that, oh, think about that, think about that. Don't have any concentration. No, you need to focus in your prayers. But you are, if in the battlefield and you have a danger, you fear danger, pray while walking or riding. But once you are in a peace, pray the way Allah taught you. Reflect on the people who fled their homes fearing death. They were in thousands. There was a city, for example, a virus came into the city and everybody was dying. The people who are alive, they said, let's leave the city so that we can protect our lives. Allah caused them die and then return to life. So what is the lesson? That life and death is in Allah's hand. Do not fear death. Keep on fighting in the way of Allah and give good loan to Him. He will increase it many times. Reflect on what happened after the death of Moses. The Jews were ordered to fight in Allah's cause, but they refused it. They said, no, we are not going to fight. They said to Prophet Sumail, appoint for us a king so that we may fight in the cause of Allah, because we are so weak. We need a leader. And Prophet Sumail, you are old too, so we need a young leader. Prophet Sumail said to them, Allah appointed Talut as the king over you. But many question how he can be the king. He doesn't have the money. Prophet replied, Allah has chosen him over you because of two things. He is more knowledgeable and he has the bodily strength. Prophet said, another sign of his kingship is that the chest, the Ark of Covenant, will come to you as a sign of his kingship. This chest has Moses alayhi salam and Harun alayhi salam, all the tabarakat. And this chest considered as a goodwill to them, as a good luck to them. That's why that chest is very important for them. When Talut departed with his army, he said, Allah is going to test you at the river. Whosoever drinks from it, he will not of me, and whoever does not taste of it, he will be of me, except you drink a sip or two sips, that's it. But most of them failed the test. They drank. Most of them drank the full bowl of it, except few of them. After drinking, they said, we have no power today. We don't have any power today to fight against Jalut and his forces. But those who knew they are going to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they say, come on, keep moving. Allah supported small groups before, Allah will support you this time too. And when they went out in the battlefield against Jalut and his forces, nobody came out except Prophet David. Prophet David killed Jalut. And they were all dead. As a result, he was given Talut kingdom.